The name of Neymar goes down in the history books. Cristiano Ronaldo, head down, what a save! Ronaldo collided with Mascherano. Alexis Sanchez. What an immense goal! Real Madrid get a souvenir of their visit to the Camp Nou. But Barcelona in the end just edge it.
After a painful defeat in the Clásico, Real Madrid could only watch as last night a masterclass from Cesc Fabregas gave Barcelona a 3-0 win at Celta. Week 11 and Carlo Ancelotti's side are 9 points off top spot, 5 behind Atletico. October may not yet be over, but tonight's game already has that must-win feel to it. Will they catch up or be caught out? Real Madrid against Sevilla is live from the Santiago Bernabeu, only on Sky Sports. Well, Real Madrid just have to put that Clásico defeat behind them. Nothing less than a win would do against a Sevilla side unbeaten in 5, but haven't won away in the league for over 13 months. Marcelino joins me in the studio for the evening. And Mars, great to see you. Just how important, though, is this game for Carlo Ancelotti's side when you look at the table?
Well, obviously, after a defeat, the first thing you have to do is winning the next game and getting the 3 points. Also, it was against Barcelona. There's a distance in the table now, as we've seen, and it's very important for Real Madrid that they give a good image in front of their fans, just to clear the air, you know, from the things that were said after the game about the tactics by Ancelotti. And all sort of things. It's a very important game for them tonight.
What did you make of those tactics by Carlo Ancelotti?
Well, it's been said in different ways and by many different people that he probably got it wrong at the beginning, and he tried to make it work with the changes he made.
He said that this week, if the Clásico was this weekend coming, he'd still play Sergio Ramos in midfield.
Yeah, well, of course, he has to defend what he did, and probably he didn't want to accept that he was making a mistake. But anyway, what we see tonight from the lineup is that he's changed a few things, and he's playing in another style, and we wonder why he plays against team like Barcelona in a way, and why he chooses to play another normal game, we will say, in a way that Real Madrid will always play.
Yes, Carlo Ancelotti makes 4 changes from the Clásico. Out go Pepe, Carvajal, Modric, Di Maria. In come Arbeloa, Ieramendi, Isco and Benzema. Great to see Xabi Alonso back. Of course, he hasn't been involved in the squad. He's on the bench since the Copa final in May. But is this the team? Is this the system? Is this the players in the right system that he should have done in the Clásico?
This looks more logical. This looks more, like the team he should play. The players in the right, as we always say, the best players in the best positions. Obviously, it's Gareth Bale on the right tonight, where Di Maria was having a very good season. But we can see a striker up front, Isco in behind him. 2 different type of midfielders, Khedira giving a bit more muscle, and Ieramendi organising the team. It's a bit more logical, all of it.
Unai Emery makes 1 change from the game against Osasuna. Out goes Guerrero, he's on the bench. In comes Navarro, he goes to left back. Alberto Moreno is pushed into midfield. Now, the last time we saw him here in La Liga, he scored a great volley at the edge of the box against Valladolid. Just how important player is he to Sevilla? Yeah,
he's someone who's appeared into the team from last season. He's doing wonders for Sevilla. Still a very young lad who's doing fantastic, and he'll play a bit up front now. I'm interested to see him in this position as well. He'll have less distance to cover to the opposition's box, and he'll have more time to shine on the ball as well.
Just saw pictures of Ronaldo there. He enjoys playing against Sevilla. 12 goals in 7 appearances, including hat-tricks in each of his last 3 seasons. Do you see him being the match winner again tonight?
Well, he's been so many times that we all expect him to be again tonight.
OK, let's get to an expectant Bernabeu. The commentary team, Terry Gibson and Rob Palmer.
Well, the inquest is over, and Real Madrid back in La Liga action. Cristiano Ronaldo has been in the headlines. Gareth Bale makes his first La Liga start in front of the home supporters. You may remember the last time that Bale was supposed to start here. He picked up an injury in the warm-up. The game rather passed him by in the Clásico at the weekend. Can the world's costliest player impose himself against Sevilla in what Terry Gibson, after only 10 games gone of the Spanish season, is a must-win for Real Madrid?
It is certainly. It's a chance for them to get back on track against a team with a poor away record. There's Marcelino and Scott alluding to it. This looks more a regular lineup from Ancelotti. Ramos back in his comfort zone and playing alongside Varane. I think that's the best central defensive pairing for Real Madrid now, Varane and Ramos. And the usual front three. Isco playing just behind. I always enjoy watching. And I'm sure we'll feel he has a point to prove tonight. Likewise, that player, Yaramendi.
Here's Arbeloa, restored to the side as well to Benzema, two who missed out against Barcelona at the weekend. This looks a far more regular Real Madrid lineup. Ancelotti criticised, quite rightly, by many for trying to be clever tactically against Barcelona. It has left Ancelotti and his players on 22 points, 9 behind Barca at the start of this evening's play. It's a new look Sevilla. We saw them on a Sunday night a couple of weeks ago against Valladolid, and they thought they'd finally got over that away day hoodoo. They were 2-0 up. They eventually drew 2-2, which means now they have gone 13 months plus without an away win. They don't have a great record here either. 69 visits, only 6 successes. Real Madrid have beaten them 50 times.
Discussing the lineup and tactics of Real Madrid, looking at Sevilla. Last time we saw them away from home, they played a three-man central defence with Alberto Moreno and Figueres pushing on as the attacking fullbacks, as wing-backs. Emery, understandably, after a decent away performance, has gone with the same system. The back three of Fernando Navarro, Carrico and Nico Pereira. Just a little bit of added protection there.
I think Gambia has a fly in the eye. Here's Khedira. He may not be 100% fit, but starts his 10th game in a row. Isco coming back into the team this evening as well. Many of the Real Madrid supporters would like to have seen him take the game to Barcelona at the weekend. Varane to Arbeloa, Benzema, Khedira. Isco laying the ball. Laramendi. There's a pace about Real Madrid's play tonight. Cristiano Ronaldo. Isco. Arbeloa. Sevilla chasing shadows here. Great movement off the ball from Real Madrid. Wonderful little movement here. Oh, and how close was that for Isco? Ghosted in. Defenders lost track of him. But just a wee bit too tight for the new Spanish international.
Good interchange of play. Bale, Benzema, Isco all involved, and lots of defenders back behind the ball for Sevilla. No one really getting close to closing down a Real Madrid player. Isco is so unlucky there. He's curling away from the far post. There's half a complaint from Ronaldo that the ball wasn't squared, but I think Isco is well within his rights to go for goal directly there. So the technique there, curling away. Just missing that far post from Isco.
Just won his 2nd cap for the Spanish national team, which is no mean feat, given the number of world-class midfielders available to Vicente del Bosque. Cristiano Ronaldo. Varane to Arbeloa. Gareth Bale. Starting on this right side of midfield, Real trying to get him onto that left foot, drifting in from the wing to lash a couple of long-distance shots, as he did so famously for Tottenham Hotspur last season. There's Marcelo. Isco misses out. Beto, who decides not to pick the ball up and rather nervously clears it upfield.
approaching the 5-minute mark, and Sevilla have barely had a touch. A couple of occasions they've tried to intercept the ball, but possession gone straight back to Real Madrid. Looked really sharp and bright in the early stages of the game.
It's already been a long and at times arduous season for Sevilla. This is their 18th game of the season. Compare that to Real Madrid's 14th. They had to start in the first week of August in the playoff rounds, or the qualifying rounds for the Europa Liga. In Europe they've done well. They've won 6 out of 7 matches played this season. Proving difficult to beat at the moment after a disappointing start in La Liga, and then they were bottom after a month of the season. No wins are opening 5. They've not lost in the last 7. They come here trying to cause an upset. Into the side netting from Jairo.
There's a wrong choice made on a couple of occasions here. You can see Alberto Moreno in loads of space on the left flank. The initial pass could have gone to him, then Jairo goes for goal, and he could have put it across the face of the goal. And Moreno to attack at the far post. It's promising though from Sevilla. Good possession. Looked comfortable in possession as well, and Ancelotti will want Real Madrid to make sure they're at it in terms of winning the ball back, pressurising their opponents, not just concentrate purely on when they've got the possession.
One ball over the top, little layoff from Gareth Bale. It's an interesting comparison for Bale, isn't it? When he was at Tottenham, everything went through him. Yeah, he's going to get a lesser share of the ball for the outlets of Ronaldo, Benzema, Isco.
The advantage there, though, Rob, is that at Tottenham he was the player that opponents knew they had to watch out for. All those duties from opposing players will be shared amongst him, Benzema, Ronaldo, Isco.
Shot from Baca. Carlos Baca, the Colombian international, who's come in as a replacement for Negredo. 7th minute of the game, the fans raising their voices in honour of this man, Cristiano Ronaldo. They'd like to see him crowned as the World Player of the Year. Here goes Ronaldo, a man on a mission. Draws defenders, feeds it to Benzema. Good defending from Navarro. Benzema plays it in again, just ahead of Khedira. And leaping off his line is better.
Good idea from Benzema to try and whip it in towards goal quickly. A little surprise from the cross from Benzema.
When Beers in the wars, early on he had a fly in the eye, and now it appears that he's twisted his ankle.
Completely slips there, doesn't he? There's no contact.
Sometimes it's the freak injury that does the worst damage. Still wonder about those arm patches. I think it must be his lucky jacket. And as you were pointing out earlier on, Sevilla tonight claim they're wearing their lucky kit. They haven't yet lost in this yellow strip. It is the 3rd strip of the club. The players put a request into the president to play in this at the Bernabeu. Diego Lopez, the undisputed #1 goalkeeper at the club. Iker Casillas again watching from the bench. Varane to Marcelo. A wasted pass. You can see the intention was to feed Gareth Bale. And it looks as though he's in some trouble. A hefty midfield man who's on loan from Queen's Park Rangers. Ramos to Diego Lopez. 2 players there combining who were signed from Sevilla by Real Madrid.
He's going to have to shake that knock-off. Stefan Mbia. It's a really vital role he has in the team with Rakitic in midfield. He wants to get about the pitch and close people down. Some sort of protection to that defensive unit. At the moment, it's appearing to be 5 rather than 3. Moreno and Figueras being pushed back into full-back positions.
He's got clicks into gear, but it's well went back by Figueras. Jairo to his right-hand side. Vitolo, the tall striker, hoping for a cross here from Jairo. It's comfortable for Diego Lopez. Emery saying that he believes his side now have no mental weakness and to maximise their resources. Was his official word tonight for this trip to the Bernabeu. To Marcelo. We all know that was meant. He's got 11 Andy. Benzema. Marcelo down the train tracks. Soon derailed though.
Wasted opportunity from Marcelo. Putting the ball behind for the goal kick. Enough the quality on his cross there. He will get plenty of crossing opportunities as well, Marcelo.
I've just had a message from a man inside the stadium, down at touchline level, who has a little bit of research into the arm patches. Tells me that it's all the rage in Spain at the moment. The whole team have the red patches on the suit. And thanks to Sid Lowe. Look like a team of geography teachers.
I thought it was just a worn-out old jacket and he'd patched it up. But there we go.
Ramos. There's a certain fluidity about Real Madrid's play tonight. I think things are bad here. They're actually 2 points better off than they were at this stage last season under Jose Mourinho. They've won one more game. Here's Rakitic, their best chance of a goal maybe. Vitolo tries to steady himself. Mendy gets there. Rakitic is prevented in getting to it. And Beer takes a double deflection. Marcelo finds the escape route. Isco. Ronaldo points to where he'd like it. Benzema. Ronaldo at the far post. Comes to Gareth Bale. Bale! What a way to mark your full debut at the Bernabeu. There is no place like home. The last time he tried to start here in La Liga, he picked up an injury in the warm-up. He's needed no warm-up tonight. Just over 13 minutes into his full Bernabeu La Liga debut, Gareth Bale's name is zapping lights.
It's a class goal from start to finish. It's cost a few quid, Mike, to produce a goal like this for Real Madrid. Isco with great control, great poise, and an excellent pass to Benzema. Holds the ball up well, picks out Gareth Bale. 2 players go to close him down. He slightly loses his footing, but just manages to regain his balance. And you know exactly what he wants to do. Whip that left foot, wrap it around the ball, and finds the top corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. Power and accuracy from Gareth Bale. That's a terrific start for him. And his full home debut. It's a smile we've been waiting to see for a few weeks now. He'll feel better about life at Real Madrid.
Well, even the world's costliest player feels a little bit of pressure. Great expectancy on Gareth Bale. Has had to be patient to find his full fitness. And now he finds a goal he's never, ever going to forget.
I don't think we should forget his talents that he showed at Tottenham Hotspur last season and been harshly judged up until now, I think. Been a run of games. I'm glad to see he's playing again tonight after the weekend match.
Bale with a spring in his step to Cristiano Ronaldo. It is Bale's second goal, of course, for Real Madrid. He scored against Villarreal as well. Arbeloa. To Bale. The Welshman flies it across. Isco, excellent control. Bends him up. Nice back flick to Marcelo. Marcelo over Ronaldo, cleared by Moreno. Marcelo fires it in with pace. He's got interception from Canicom.
Ancelotti's still finding his feet. It's a lovely back heel from Karim Benzema, but you see Real Madrid turning on the style with the quality of players that they got in their lineup. Well, there must be regrets that he didn't take this approach into the Barcelona game. I mean, they're picking up a knock there from Mbia. But Gareth Bale now will feel 10 feet tall. He'll be trying things that possibly 5 minutes ago he wouldn't have done. He was maybe trying to keep things safe, not give the ball away, on the side of caution. Now we see him spraying balls across from right flank to the left flank.
Benzema. Bale in support. Benzema. Bale continues his run. Bale! Almost a quick 5 second. From a Welshman who's having a wizardry performance.
He played an hour at the weekend, and slowly but surely they're introducing him into the team. Tonight he looks full of energy, full of confidence. Great little give and go to Benzema, player been under criticism of this season. So far in this game he's looked sharp, his control is assured, his awareness in terms of laying the ball off has been absolutely brilliant so far. I just wonder with Benzema whether being dropped at the weekend or rested. I think he was dropped. He was just livening him up a bit.
If you don't play against Barcelona, I think you're dropped. In anybody's sandwich, you're dropped. Gareth Bale started against Barcelona. It was a tough one to be thrown into. Obviously learned from that experience. That's one dream, one ambition notched off. Play against Barca in a Clasico. Next on the bucket list is to score at the Bernabeu.
We saw bits of frustration from an hour at the weekend. There we see Benzema, really good movement, made himself available for the little give and go, and eventually ends with Bale. Again trying to whip it towards that far post. Beto guessing right on this occasion.
Well, we all know how good Gareth Bale is. We've seen it over the last 2 or 3 seasons. The Bernabeu is now buzzing in anticipation of seeing more of the talents of the signing from Spurs. Oh, Marcelo, wonderful trickery, gliding past defenders. Ronaldo joins the party. Ronaldo loses 2. Ronaldo almost created something out of nothing at all. We get the impression tonight that Ancelotti's final words to the players have been, go out there, boys, and express yourself.
The point I was making at the weekend, Ronaldo was a player that was continually frustrated. Just seeing his body language with gesticulations to some of his teammates. Tonight, see him smiling. Looks like he's really enjoying his football. So it should be. It's one-way traffic, isn't it, for Real Madrid?
Bale. With his right foot, he digs it in. Over the head of Ronaldo. Picked up by Isco. So many Real Madrid players who are playing to full capacity tonight, which could be terrible news for Sevilla. A few shots out there.
Some really skillful play from the Real Madrid players. Marcelo, Ronaldo, Isco. Of course, Gareth Bale.
celebration. Kedira. Benzema. Bale is behind him. Tees it up, beautiful Bale! Bale is having a ball.
He's having a ball, he's getting more of the ball this evening, isn't he, than any other time that he's played for Real Madrid. And again, Benzema involved, who's been fantastic so far. He's just on the rise. Oh, he just gets over the crossbar.
Well, clearly, in the city of Sevilla, they haven't been watching a great deal of Premier League action, because they're giving Gareth Bale so much freedom. Rakitic inside Arbeloa, who's lost his man. Oh, right glaringly across the face of goal. Should Backer have shot Terry?
Ultimately, looking at the end result, yes, he should have done. I can understand why from that position he's gone across goal. He was higher over the player that was racing in.
Ronaldo, bumped off by Umpire, not for the first time tonight. That has been made by Cristiano Ronaldo.
Clumsy challenge from Villa. See back up. He has to be accurate with the pass there. So he's a right-footed player and he didn't want to swing his left foot at it. Didn't think he had enough room to open up and open his body up and get it towards the far post. This is some distance, by the way.
It is, but Cristiano Ronaldo's theatrically measuring his run-up. Kedira's in the wall as a decoy. Ronaldo goes... Well, I think that was a free kick that the players hadn't worked on. Marcelo. That was Cristiano's own creation there. Jairo.
A lot of contact, but he's a challenge from behind. So it gave Sevilla a little bit of breathing space, and they didn't make the most of it, did they? Within a few seconds, they've fortunate to get another free kick. Federico trying to run out the back, Gareth Bale closing him down. Slightly lucky there, Sevilla, to get that decision.
Well, Sevilla this season have had a little bit of an inferiority complex. They haven't beaten a team in the top half of the table, lost 2, drawn 2. Of course, they sit at the midpoint at the start of today's play, 10th place. A win could take them above Real Sociedad. Rakitic, Moreno on the turn. They've been allowed a few chances, Sevilla.
Yeah, I think they should gather some hope from their attacking forays. They're few and far between, but when they do get forward, Rakitic is key. Alberto Moreno is an important player. On 3 or 4 occasions they've come close to creating a really good chance. A difficult shot for Moreno to control and keep on target.
Yeah. We saw that as a third tackle from Isco and Jairo. Away goes Ronaldo. That certainly wasn't a third tackle from Alberto Moreno. And the yellow card comes.
As a winger turned fullback, Alberto Moreno tonight he's playing in that wing-back position. On 1 or 2 occasions he's caught in between stools.
He's the young man of the team, only 21 years of age. It's his first full season in the Sevilla side. It's not a shooting distance, so Gareth Bale is given the responsibility for the free kick. And Bale assist towards the head of Kedira. A rare air shot from Isco. A brilliant tackle by Isco.
Especially see a player that cost as much money as Isco making a mistake and immediately showing the right attitude, trying to make up for that error.
Isco. Now Varane. Arbeloa. This is certainly an 11 that has been selected to win the game tonight. The argument of the weekend is that Ancelotti picked a side not to lose against Barcelona, and that rather backfired against him. Oh, horrible challenge from Rakitic on Cristiano Ronaldo. He has a complaint, but the referee does need to offer him some protection. It's about the 4th time that he's been taken out by 4 different players. This time it was Navarro, wasn't it?
Moreno were booked for the last challenge. All right. We've seen a different player lining up this free kick. It's ideally suited, isn't it, for the left-footed player?
Which of the 2 costliest players in the world will it be?
How do you think the goalkeeper feels?
That is your worst nightmare, isn't it? You're facing a free kick, and standing over the ball is the left foot of Gareth Bale. Bale takes a deflection, and Bale's going to claim that one. Gareth Bale making a rail point at the Bernabeu.
Ruefully, Beto shakes his head. If he counts himself unlucky. We'll see in the replay exactly where this free kick was going. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's 2-0 to Real Madrid. Bale was going for the corner that Beto was going across. Completely wrong foots the goalkeeper, strikes Moreno on the end of the wall. Actually hits the hand of Moreno. He doesn't do a great job, doesn't cover himself in glory in terms of a defensive wall there. The goalkeeper completely wrong-footed. It's one of those nights for Gareth Bale. Big smile on his face, and why shouldn't there be?
He can do no wrong. And Gareth Bale is certainly settling into his surroundings. To the 3rd month of the season, this is the first time that he started in La Liga at the Bernabeu. I think it'd be fair to say that he's made an immediate impact. Less than 28 minutes gone, and he's claiming 2 goals in the game.
Well, 5 minutes in, he made a crossfield pass from the right-back position across to the left-back Marcelo, and it was warmly received by the home supporters, who were desperate for him to do well. They gave him their support and encouragement. Since then, he's been sensational. So for Real Madrid, the attacking play looks exciting. It's a real dynamic performance from Real Madrid this evening, bouncing back from that defeat. New camp against Barcelona.
Arbeloa. Kedira. Readjustment for Ramos. Wearing the captain's armband tonight. Partnering Varane, no place for Pepe in the starting lineup as Ancelotti has tinkered with his team. Bale rises highest. Navarro back to Beto. Can't be blamed for either of the 2 goals. Beto chased down, not getting a lot of support from his teammates. Varane. Excellent anticipation. Looking for fellow Frenchman Benzema. Isco drives on. Great feed by Isco, but an excellent tackle to stop him from Canico. It's flow after flow of Real Madrid attack. Marcelo, Bale, First time he's put a foot wrong tonight.
They look defeated opponents now, don't they, Sevilla? Half an hour and a third of the way through, 2 goals behind. Can't keep the ball. They can't get close to the Real Madrid players. Isco, Bale, Ronaldo, Benzema. Appear at the moment to be just too good for the Sevilla team.
Arblau. Isco. Back flick from Ronaldo. Isco. There's a helping hand. And there's a helping indication. Well, what a soft penalty to give away.
I just wonder for a split second there whether Ronaldo was going to allow Gareth Bale to take, but the first player to the ball was Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it was said to be one. There was an arm upon him from Navarro.
He foolishly gives the ball away in a dangerous position and then panics.
As I say, there's a camera directly behind the incident. That shows that he got his 2 hands on him outside the box. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tucks it away. 3-0 Real Madrid. Ronaldo wasn't showing any sentiment and letting Bale get an early first half hat-trick. That still might be to go.
When they're playing tonight, it's time for both of the players to get the hat-trick. It's probably too early in the game to start being charitable. Ronaldo's the penalty taker. You see it. I think it's the 2 hands of Navarro, isn't it? You can see Isco got his arm across Navarro. He's in front of the defender. He just panics after giving the ball away. I said they look defeated opponents. They're dispirited opponents now, Sevilla. They are in trouble. Real Madrid are on fire. They're in great form. It's an excellent attempt from Beto. Guessed correctly. Gets as near to a penalty as most goalkeepers do against Ronaldo. There's too much power on the effort for Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo's 16th goal of the season, his 14th game. Of course, now he's only 1 goal off the great Puskas in the Real Madrid scoring charts. Well, this is some cure for a Kinsico hangover.
I think this is the way Real Madrid should play. You spend the amount of money that they've spent on quality players, world-class players.
So I like a celebration like this, Terry. No group hugs, just a salute. Not quite sure what that's all about, but Cristiano Ronaldo can get away with anything. He does have a point to prove, of course, to Sepp Blatter, who, unfortunately for him, answered honestly when he was given the question, as we all are, who's the best between Ronaldo and Messi. Blatter said that he prefers Lionel Messi to Ronaldo because Ronaldo spends too much on hair product. Big fan of yours as well, sorry, I'm sorry. Well, the games are coming thick and fast at the moment, aren't they? Thursday night we have Granada against Atletico. 5 to 7 we start on Sky Sports 2. Friday night, the Catalan derby. 8 o'clock kick-off also on Sky Sports 2. Rayo against Real, a Madrid derby of sorts, Sky Sports 3. Followed by Sevilla against Celta, also on Sky Sports 3, and 9 o'clock start in that one. Well, the way the things are developing here, Real Madrid are going to cruise to success. Will be on 25 points, still 6 behind their great rivals Barcelona. But this is a developing team. Ancelotti has some new talent at his fingertips, and it's a case of moulding them. But the old stars like Isco, Bale, Hernande, all coming in this season. Varane very much a new kid on the block as well. Biggest here tonight will be if Xabi Alonso is seen for the first time since May, after a series of injuries and problems. That would be like signing a whole new player. They look a little bit lost here, don't they, Sevilla?
They've been blown away, completely blown away. They threatened on 2 or 3 occasions. Attacking play, they've been nice and sharp at midfield and been able to get close to the Real Madrid players. Defensively, they've got no idea who to pick up.
Rakitic. The 11 came in. They've had the odd half a chance of it, and you have to make those half chances count at the Bernabeu.
It's a difficult skill for Rakitic, but in fairness, he is a player that can pull that off.
A celebration, by the way, from Cristiano Ronaldo was because Sepp Blatter called him a commandant. All very deep. We'll Google it at half-time, Terry. Who knows what the score is going to be at half-time. This is a Sevilla side who are looking very short of ideas. Marcelo hasn't been stretched. Ramos. As they were coming together with bodies, the referee looks to his assistant, decides to overrule him, and a penalty is given.
It was a slightly generous one to Real Madrid with the foul by Navarro on Isco. The referee's being consistent. He does the right thing, doesn't he? He takes a second or two to look across to his assistant. Figueres does really well to get away from Marcelo initially. Turns his head away, appeals for a handball. Well, there's contact.
There was a coming together of bodies, and if we were going to remain completely neutral, you could say that at the other end of the field it was a similar collision, if you like, that led to the Real Madrid penalty. 2 soft penalties in the game. Our Spanish director showing what may have been a handball in the lead-up to that, and then the arm across the back from Ramos, enough to unbalance the Sevilla man. Now this will be their first shot at goal. And Rakitic tucks it away. And there is some fire in the bellies of Sevilla.
It's not too hopeful, you know, but he must be pleased. Slight hope for his team. They can try to make sure that that is a handball. I don't think it was a handball, and I think what Figueres does, he gets across Ramos, slows down, waits for the contact and goes crashing down to the ground. And Diego Lopez makes a brilliant effort to try and keep out the attempt from Rakitic. Like Ronaldo's, there's too much power. Takes it past the goalkeeper.
Mbea.
It didn't take Ramos long to rack up a suspension, did it, in terms of accumulation of cards?
He's almost been sent off 6 times in his career. It's his 5th yellow this season, as you were saying, Sergio Ramos. So he serves suspension against Rayo Vallecano. Let's finish from Rakitic's 8th goal of the season. The man who's most likely to score for Sevilla, given an opportunity. Well, who knows? When we saw Sevilla against Valladolid a couple of weeks ago, they were 2 up and threw it away, ended up drawing. I'll be hoping they can maybe do something in reverse here.
I think it's going to be difficult for them to get back to 3-3. And I must be honest, I can only see Real Madrid creating more chances and possibly scoring some more goals as well.
2 defenders for Det. Gets his cross in. Jairo across. Oh, what a comeback! 2 goals in the space of a minute for Sevilla. And Baca brings them back into the game.
Absolutely astounded. 39 minutes, it's been one-way traffic. Appeared to be a demoralised Sevilla team. Back in it with a penalty, a little bit of glimmer of hope. And now, going towards half-time, Vitola does really well here. Leaves Arbeloa in his wake. He does well with a cutback. Harder does really well to have the awareness not to shoot there. He could have panicked the young player. Cuts it back and back up. Slides in. It's an unbelievable scoreline.
It's like an NBA basketball match at the moment from end to end. Bale. Isco takes responsibility, dances through some strong tackles. And Kyrgios maybe not the man to have in that offensive position.
I love games like this. 5 goals, 40 minutes, end-to-end stuff. And attacking players on top. And Hyra does really well there, cut it back. Becker has been amongst the goals this season. They've been at the right place at the right time.
We said not so long ago, if they take the half chances, they'd stand a chance. They've now had 2 shots at goal, both successful. Well, it's given us a contest.
They might just give Real Madrid a jolt, mightn't it? They were free-flowing football. Totally in control. Probably thought the first goal, a penalty, was only a minor setback. See what it does to them now, mentally.
Arbeloa to Bale. Kedira. Ronaldo. Marcelo. Bursts into the box. It's the corner. Out of Sevilla.
I'm just wondering if Real Madrid might get a bit anxious or whether they'll go for goals themselves. It appears they're going to keep going for more goals, so they should.
Well, the camera picking up Sergio Ramos. As Ambir tries to get ahead to the ball. Benzema fires it towards Ilarramendi. Well, they've committed a lot of players forward here. Vitolo, that driving run again. Jairo is the decoy. He made the right pass, but at the wrong time.
Yep, he had to make that early. It was against Arbeloa, who was struggling to keep up with Jairo. Vitolo delayed the pass. That was a really good chance for Sevilla.
He's gone. Oh. The Christmas has now gone out of Real Madrid's passing. There's a bit of a shadow hanging over them. And that celebratory feeling around the Bernabeu in the 32nd minute of the game has now been replaced by a few moans and groans. Vitolo. Surely Sevilla can't get the equalising goal before half-time. Moreno. Jairo to his left. Lequio anticipating in the centre. Jairo lays it back to Rakitic. He was given the opportunity by Real Madrid to shoot.
It wasn't the best decision, though. I do feel from this distance, anything on target, Diego Lopez would have saved. They're annoyed with themselves, aren't they? They've really allowed Sevilla back into this game against all odds.
Well, the camera picked up Sergio Ramos in deep discussion with Cristiano Ronaldo at the weekend. I can't repeat what was said on Spanish television, only that they didn't feel their team's performance had been too collectively brave.
Well, they're going to have to regroup. Bale offside as soon as he makes an attempt to chase after that pass from Ilarramendi.
Those guys. There's Ilarramendi. Vitolo fighting for the ball. He's the man who's leading the charge. Jairo again, too tight for him, and Varane is reduced to just clearing the ball as far away from the realm for a goal as possible.
He's doing really well, Vitolo, but he keeps making the wrong decision on who to to pass to and when to pass to a teammate.
Gareth Bale. Just a single minute has been added to the first half.
And 5 goals, 2 penalties and 1 added on minute. The referee might be in a
couple of
rush.
yellow cards as well.
Yeah.
Here's Ilaramendi. Ronaldo. Khedira clumsy.
I'm being greedy because this half has been fantastic. Ancelotti's move would have changed in the last 15 minutes. Side were coasting. Khedira bringing down Carrico. You know, Emery must have been wondering regarding a damage limitation exercise.
Rakitic takes it early. Marcelo was wise to the move, though. Isco. Stadium clock signifying the minute of promised time. What a topsy-turvy first half. 2 goals in the space of 27 minutes from Gareth Bale, and we thought that we had a Real Madrid cruising success, especially when Ronaldo made it 3-0 after 32 minutes. But then 2 goals in the space of barely a minute. Means we have a game on our hand. Half-time, 3-2.
We do indeed. You wondered just what the reaction would be from Real Madrid after that Clásico defeat at the weekend. Perfect for most of the first half. But yes, a game on indeed. We'll get the thoughts of Marcelino in just a few minutes' time, where it had been a dream home full debut for the world's most expensive player ever. Gareth Bale cost 100 million euros. He's got 2 goals, but Sevilla just haven't read the script.